આપણે થોડી જનરલ ઇન્ફોર્મેશન સમજી લઈએ. તો પહેલા પ્રેસિડેન્ટ સર એમની સ્પીચ આપશે, પછી આપણે સર્ટિફિકેટ ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન કરીશું, રિફ્રેશમેન્ટ છે તમારા માટે, અને QR કોડ તમને આપવામાં આવશે. એ QR કોડને સ્કેન કરી અને તમારે ફીડબેક ફોર્મ ભરવાનું છે, બરાબર? તો દરેક વ્યક્તિએ પોતાના સેલફોનથી ઓનલાઈન ફોર્મ ભરવાનું છે. અને જેમને ઓનલાઈન કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ હોય, ન થઈ શકે એમ હોય, તો આપણી પાસે ફિઝિકલ કોપી પણ અવેલેબલ છે, તો એ પણ લઈ શકાય. પણ ઇટ ઇઝ કમ્પલસરી ટુ ફિલ અપ ધી ફીડબેક ફોર્મ, રાઈટ? સો ઇટ વિલ હેલ્પ અસ આઉટ ઇન organizing such events more fruitfully, more enthusiastically in future. બીજા કોઈને કોઈ સવાલ, questions, anything that you want to ask about the university courses or anything about research, any questions? બધા અમદાવાદથી જ આવો છો? કોઈ અમદાવાદની બહારથી? ક્યાંથી આવો છો? કલોલ, પાટણથી. ઓકે. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Good, good.
So we do have around 50 students and their parents. So
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
So I kindly request Professor Rao Bhamidimari sir to give his speech. He is a visionary professor, and because of his vision we are here. And I'm sure that you guys have enjoyed the day today, not only at Science City in the first half of the morning, but also your lab visit was fruitful, as many of you have committed to me that you have enjoyed all your labs visit, right? And I'm sure that we're going to organize such type of visits in future too. So sir, all yours, please.
Very good, very good. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you all on screen, although I can't see you in person. I understand you all came from Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar area mainly. Although a few of you have traveled from other cities and towns. So thank you very much for joining this event at IAR. I must first of all thank the General Manager of the Science City who kindly coordinated the involvement of Science City in this event. Thank you very much. I hope you had a very useful morning session at the Science City, and you had a day full program, and back you are now at IAR, and I hope you got to hear what IAR is about what we do at IAR, and I hope you had some glimpse of what happens at IAR in the laboratories. I'm sure Dr. Sudhir Bhatt would have talked to you about what the future opportunities lie ahead for you. I feel very envious when I look at people like you. I feel jealous because the age you are at, that is the best age in your lifetime. Okay? You are at the best age of your lifetime. But also, you are at a stage where you have to make some very important decisions. Because the decision you make now fixes, defines what you will become in your life. If you choose to go to a medical school, that's what you will be. You will be a doctor for the rest of your life. If you study a science, bioscience, biotechnology, your career would be in biological field, whether it is application in environment, food, health, human health, right? Or animal health, right? If you study engineering, that's what you would be, an engineer for the rest of your life. So I want you to think very carefully what you do now. Okay? You ask yourself what you are interested in, what excites you. Does computer science excite you? Computer engineering excite you? Don't make decisions just based on what your seniors or your classmates are doing, or even what your parents tell you. The parents, of course, are more experienced. They would like the best for you in your life, but their experience is today, the past and today, whereas your life is future, right? The jobs in the future will be very different. The careers in future, in research, education, they're all going to be very different. So I want you to think very carefully in making the decisions on what you want to do after the school. But you are in a position of privilege because your parents looked after you right through your school. You are at the point of becoming more independent when you go to university or college. But along with that independence, you also gain responsibility. You have to take responsibility for yourself. Your mother is not going to provide you everything at home. You have to look after yourself, right? Starting from cleaning your own clothes, for example, right? Or making sure your timetable, you organize, you wake up on time, you organize your study as well. In school, teachers tell you exactly what you have to do. At the universities and colleges, they don't tell you. The lecturers don't tell you every detail of what you have to do. So you gain responsibility as well, right? So it's an exciting time. This is when you become, you enter the age of adulthood. But in doing so, you want to make sure that you make decisions that will help you to have a good career, not only to earn a lot of money, but also to enjoy what you do in your career, right? So evaluate, think carefully, and then where do you study, right? You go to IIT, you go to IAR, you go to PDPU or PDEU, right? But you have so many choices. But every institute gives you a particular advantage. So you consider which institution gives you those advantages to meet what it is you want to achieve in your life. What kind of jobs? Because if you study at IIT, you get a kind of job. I went to IIT, but at that time, I was not grown up enough. It's simply everybody was trying to go to IIT, so I tried to go to IIT. Not because I wanted to. We didn't have mobile phones, no internet, so I didn't have the kind of information you people now have, right? So you have a lot of information available, so you are in a much better position to make the right decision for yourself, for your career, and of course, to benefit others, the society, the country, and so on. Okay? You probably got to know a little bit of IIR. Maybe some of you might come to IIR, who knows, right? So, if you want, the future is based on continuous development, because the world is very competitive. Everybody is competing. China, America, Korea, right? Now increasingly Africa. Africa is developing very rapidly. Countries like Nigeria, right? In fact, Kenya was the first country which used mobile phones for banking, right? Now we use it in India too. But Kenya was the first country, almost 17, 18 years ago, right? Mobile phones. So every place is developing, every place is now trying to compete for the same market, right? So it's important to educate yourself, gain skills that will give you that advantage in this competitive world, right? So what gives you competitive advantage is the ability to think. It's thinking, not studying books, writing exams. That is necessary, but not sufficient, right? So going to university, listening to lecturers, preparing for exams, all that is necessary, but not sufficient. What is needed in order to distinguish yourself is ability to think, apply that knowledge, and innovate, right? In fact, that's why we call ourselves the University for Innovation. Of course, we still have a long way to develop ourselves, right? We are only at the beginning. But that innovation is very important in your future life. Whatever you do, you have to continuously innovate, right? Innovation comes from research and development. Innovation comes from thinking out of the box. I'll just take this. I'm waiting for an urgent call. Hello? Yes. Yes. The box is ready to be picked up. Okay? Yeah. Papers, just papers. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So, people take patents. You probably heard of a patent, right? you invent something to protect your invention, you take a patent. But then the patents are not a guarantee either. In the past, in my younger age, if I took a patent, I could retire because I could sell the patent, make a lot of money. But now, because everybody is competing, I may develop something very important, very useful. But then tomorrow somebody else comes up with something even better, right? So the continuous innovation is very important. But I hope you had a good experience both at the Science City, and I hope you had a useful visit to IAR. I thank you again, and your parents, those parents who have joined us, for taking time to be part of this event. And if you need any further information on anything, just contact Dr. Sudhir Bhatt, and he can then channel you, direct you to the right places if he himself cannot provide you that information. Okay? Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you all. I hand you back to Dr. Sudhir Bhatt.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really an impressive and guiding speech to all of us, and I'm sure that students have gained lots of things from your words, and thank you so much again, sir. So now we are going to start the certificate distribution program, where we're gonna distribute a certificate as a gesture of love with a gift to you, right?
सर्टिफिकेट